Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fino. It's still hot here. It's supposed to be up in the 90s Saturday and Sunday, but there is a cold front coming in on Monday, thank goodness, and we're going to have some really lower temperatures, I think in the 70s, so for the high. That's going to be great. It's in the middle of the afternoon here and it's already 85 degrees and it's probably going to get a little bit hotter. So, yeah, so much fun. Can you believe October is already 2 weeks into? October will be done in no time and we'll be planning Thanksgiving. It's crazy. My daughter has already bought the tickets for my granddaughter to come home from New York. She's already planned all that out. Of course, she has to because, it can get crazy at that time. So she'll be coming home for a week and she's really looking forward to it. She's, uh, she's our baby. We call her Baby Hayes. There's a cute little story when her mama brought her home from the hospital. She had no name for her. And so the nurse called and said, "Your daughter is going to be officially named Baby Hayes." And ever since then, I called her Baby Hayes. But I did name her. Her name is Haley. But I did tell her, name her Haley, Haley Hayes. It's a very common name. It's so funny. I don't know how things get done, but around that time there was a lot of Hannahs and a lot of Haleys. So we have a Hannah and a Haley. But she's always Baby Hayes to me, and I'll be looking forward to seeing her. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Did you watch the January 6th hearing yesterday? Yeah, I did, of course. And do you think Trump will actually testify? I will take a look at that. I'm not going to do it right now because I promised to go through some other Senate races. So that's what I'm going to do today. The first one that I'm going to go through is Nevada. So the senator there is Catherine Cortez Masto. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's who it is, and being challenged by Adam Laxalt. So we're going to take a look at these two. I have already laid out a few cards for each individual. I went ahead and got everything ready because I'm going to do a bunch of them. So I'm going to have to stop and shuffle all the cards. Take a long, long time. So I'm just going to lay out the cards and read them after I shuffle and everything. So we got them right here. So I laid out 4 cards for Catherine and then 4 cards for Adam. See how it plays out here, what we can pick up on. So let's go with Catherine. 6 of Cups. So, this is a good card. So she's very well liked. The people in her, I guess, the people of Nevada, they really support her. They really like her. So this looks good for her. She's well liked and has a lot of support. That's first and foremost. That's a nice start. This is 10 of Wands. So I think this has been very challenging for her. She has a lot of duties. She's got a lot of things she has to take care of, plus campaigning. So it's been a very challenging time for her. She's doing a lot of maybe some little things that she doesn't really need to be doing, that she can just delegate, and she needs to do that. She needs to focus on the big picture, about getting the word out and telling, you know, telling the people what will happen if they have a Republican senator representing them. So she needs to focus on the big picture and the future and not worry so much about all the little details. So she maybe is a real detail-oriented person, but she needs to just get out there and tell the people. Ace of Pentacles. So there is an opportunity for her to be very successful in this campaign, and to win this campaign, she needs lots of money, and I do see her receiving more money. So I think that's what this is. The opportunity. It's basically the one that spends the most money is the one that will be the winner. So she will receive more money, and she does have a very good opportunity of keeping her seat. I know this is a toss-up one, so I'm going to just see what kind of information I can get on all of this. King of Wands. So the King of Wands, this is about a lot of positive energy, being a leader. She has the right creative energy for Nevada. She has the right focus. She's the right person. She is the leader already, so that's good. She has the power. I think this is what this is saying. She has the power and the vision, needed for Nevada. So it all looks very good for her. Very, very good. All right. All right. Let's take a look at Adam Laxalt. Now, the first card I pulled for him, but this is funny. This is Nine of Swords. So this is that card where somebody's feeling really anxious. They're really worried about what's going on. So he's stressing out a lot, okay? And it could be because of the 14 family members that endorsed Senator Cortez Masto. So that could be giving him a little pause and a little anxiety. Did y'all hear about that? All right, so that's stressing him out quite a bit. And the next thing, this is so funny because as I mentioned family, now this family card comes up, right? So I believe that this is what he wants to appear. He wants to make it appear that he has a supportive, happy family when we know that, many members of his family are supporting Senator Cortez Masto right now. But he wants the appearance that he has a happy, united family. So I believe, this is the Temperance card next, I believe this means that he's not going to pay much attention to that he might not speak about it. He's going to kind of ignore it. You know what I mean? This is about going with the flow. I'm just going to go with the flow. Well, everybody has their opinion. So he's basically going to not show any reaction to it. He'll try not to show any reaction of his family members not supporting him. He's going to remain calm, even though in his head he's screaming, "What the hell?" You know what I mean? How could you do this? So, but he's going to have that appearance of calm. Like, no problem, no big deal. The last card I pulled for him is Queen of Pentacles. So, he is getting a lot of money and a lot of support from the GOP. So they are really pouring the money in, the support for him. But I think Senator Catherine Cortez Masto has a little bit better outlook than him, in my opinion, just on these 4 cards. So I'm leaning a little towards her, but of course, I would like her to win. So, yeah. All right, let's take a look at the next one. I have here North Carolina. Sherry Beasley and Ted Budd. Let's take a look at them next. I'm going to get the cards all lined up and read them to you. Okay, so I just got finished laying out some cards on 4 cards for Sherry Beasley and 4 cards for Ted Budd. They're from North Carolina, seeking the seat that's being left behind by Richard Burr, right? He's leaving. Okay, so let's see. And I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Sherry Beasley. 2 of Swords. So there's really a lot of people that haven't completely made their minds up yet about who they're going to vote for, if they're sure they want to vote for her or not. So they better hurry up. So there's quite a few that are undecided still. I don't know how that could be, but it is. King of Wands. She's a strong leader, she's all about protecting people's rights and the people's values. So she's very strong, very creative, very dynamic lady. Looking good for her. 5 of Swords. So she's really having to fight very hard to communicate her message and to get it across to others. That we can, as she's putting it, we can overcome all this divisiveness and work together to better North Carolina. So she's having a little bit of a struggle getting out that message and getting people to hear her message. I don't know if y'all can hear my dog crying. This little dog is whining. It's my daughter's dog. She just walked out the door. Four of Swords. So she's under a lot of pressure. It's enormous. And, you may be hearing that she's taking a little time off. So if you hear that she's a little under the weather or that people are saying, what happened? Where is she? She's taking some downtime. She really needs it. She's been working really hard. And if you hear this, Sherry Beasley, I encourage you to take some downtime and to just regroup and, you know, relax a little bit and just get your strength back up there. So just know this is nothing serious. She just really needs a little time to catch her breath, basically, and relax for a little bit. She's going to come back stronger than ever. So don't, if you hear that, hey, where is she? What happened? What's she doing? Or if you even hear that she's a little ill, don't worry. She's going to come back strong. But she needs this time to, regroup a little bit. Okay, Ted Budd. Let's take a look at him. The devil card right away just pulled right up. So he's got the devil on him, which is probably not the devil, but it's the GOP. You know what I mean? And if you're part of the GOP, you got to do whatever they say. You got to jump up when they say jump, how high. They have control over you. And he's given that control over to the GOP. And that's what this is about. He's not standing up on, what he believes in. He's standing up for what they've told him to believe in, basically. So, I don't see him breaking away from them. And, he doesn't want to do that because this is how the GOP thinks they're going to get elected, by just standing with all these crazy things that are going on. So that's the devil part of it. The Hanged Man. He'll sacrifice anything. That's what I think this is about. He will sacrifice anything to become the senator. That's why he's let the GOP, take control of his life. That's what's going on here. But of course, he already was in the House of Representatives, so he knows what he's got to do, basically. And he's willing to do it. He's willing to sacrifice anything to achieve his desires and become the senator. Okay? He'd sell his soul to the devil. Aw, but is it worth it? I don't know. Three of Swords. So this doesn't look good at all. This is heartbreak, disappointment, and sadness. So, he may be feeling all of those things very soon. And the last card I pulled for him, which is Six of Cups. And, you always have to read them with other cards that come before that. So if you got a lot of negative cards before that, you can't just read like, oh, this is going to be a happy ending. No, this is about a desire to return to the past, maybe having some regrets and wanting to go back to, past times. So it could be that it doesn't work out good for him. He loses and he has regrets and wishes that he could just go back to his, position of representing the district, 13th district of North Carolina. So I think that's what this is about. Just wishing to be back where he was, maybe wishing he didn't even start this, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I'm leaning towards Sherry Beasley. It's, I know she does have a couple of cards here like this one. She might be, having a time where she needs a little time off. She's overdoing it a little bit. And she's worked really, really hard. She's did you guys see the debate? They had a debate early in October. I didn't see it because I'm not from over there. But you people that are interested, what do y'all think about the debate? How did she come off? I really don't know. I haven't taken a look at it or anything. Just know that they had a debate recently, but I know nothing about it. So hopefully she did well getting her voice and opinions and views out there, and she'll get the support that she needs. So this is one of those toss-up things. But again, there's a lot of people that haven't already made up their mind. So hopefully in the future, near future, hopefully they will come to a consensus and support her. I hope so. Anyway, so. All right, who's the next person on my list? Let's see. I've got some paperwork here. Wisconsin, Mandela Barnes and Ron Johnson. So I'm going to shuffle up the cards and take a look at them, pull 4 cards each, and see what we can see. And you guys, I don't know these people at all, so I'm just trying to read the energy that's going on here. I have no idea, and I'm going to have to go settle that dog down. It's like a, I don't know, 8-pound poodle. He's old, though. He's 15 years old. I need to go give him a couple of pets. Make sure he knows he's not alone. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got that dog all settled down. Just needed to know somebody's in the house. The other dogs are out there and the cat's out there too, but, they kind of stay away from him. All right, so there was a debate, I guess, that happened just yesterday between Mandela Barnes and Senator Ron Johnson. So did any of you guys watch that? How did that go? What did you think of the outcome? Comment down below and tell me who do you think won that debate? I didn't see it. It's not in my neck of the woods. I didn't see it or anything, but who do you think won? How did that go? Okay. So the first card that I pulled, I'm going to go with Mandela Barnes first. This is the Knight of Wands. So this is a lot of creative energy. This guy is really strong. He's got really good ideas, and he's got all this young, positive energy to put forth. And I do know that he's like 35 years old, right? And Senator Johnson's 67, so he's quite a bit older than him. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. This is good. He's got a lot of support. He's got people supporting him, and he's got the money behind him too. So it's looking really, really good. He has everything that he needs to, become elected, basically. That's what this means. So he's got the money, he's got support, he's got everything. Family, friends, everything. All the support that he needs. And he's got plans too. This is 3 of Wands. He's got plans for the future of Wisconsin that are meaningful to, the people of Wisconsin. And hopefully, like I said, I didn't hear his debate, but hopefully he was able to contrast that with Senator Johnson. So he has plans for a positive future for Wisconsin. Okay? Looking good. The last card I pulled for him is the Star card. This is a card of hope. There is a lot of hope that he will be the next senator. I'm going to end on a very hopeful note here for him. So I do hope that he gets elected, and we're going to take a look at Senator Johnson keeping his seat. So there's a lot of hope here. So it's looking good. He got all very, very good, very positive cards, very positive. So it's looking really good for him. And like I said, I have no idea about this race at all. I haven't heard anything, honestly, nothing at all on it. All right, so the first card that I pulled for Ron Johnson, Page of Swords, okay? Even though Ron Johnson is 67 years old, he's still a very ambitious man. He really wants to keep his seat. He expected to be way ahead in the polls right now. He didn't expect it to be a toss-up or be super close or anything. So he's of course not very happy that happened, but he's kind of shocked that hasn't happened yet. He's shocked that he hasn't pulled ahead yet, put it that way. And he's just waiting to hear that good news that, hey, I pulled ahead in the polls. I don't have anything to worry about. So he's still waiting to hear that. I think that's what that means. The Magician card. So this is a good card. It always has a positive omen to it, but it's flanked in between some other cards. So I'm going to read it how, I feel like it is supposed to be read. So he feels very positive about the outcome. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I'm already the senator. I've won this race before. I can do it again. The cat's in the bag. You know what I mean? He's feeling very optimistic, very positive. But the Magician can be very tricky. You know what I mean? Because with a little sleight of hands, everything can change and you could have some bad fortune coming your way. So I say that because I can see the next card coming and it's not good. So I feel like even though he feels like he can do this, he's got this, there's going to be a little sleight of hands. That's what I'm feeling because this is the next card. Five of Pentacles. And you know, this isn't good. You can see the darkness. You can see the people here. So it's the ultimate loser card. It looks like that he's in for a rough time. Circumstances are going to be changing and not for the better. Okay? This is being left out in the cold. It's difficulty, you know, and hardships, basically, that he's going to be going through. So hold on to your hat, Senator. This is the last card I pulled. This is Eight of Wands, right? Eight of Wands. So there's a lot of momentum building right now, and it's building, and then there's going to be dramatic change. That's what this is all. Lots of change taking place. So he may just lose his seat, you guys. He did not get very good cards, and Mandela did. He got very good cards, so you know, we may see the senator lose his seat. We'll have to wait and see, but it does not look well for him. Okay? All right. And like I said, I didn't see the debate, so comment down below and tell me how he did in the debate. Now, I said I would take a look at Trump to see if Trump will actually, you know, he's going to be subpoenaed. But will he actually do it, you know? You know, he's wiggled out of so many things, you guys. I don't know how he'd wiggle out of this if he got subpoenaed, why he wouldn't have to, you know, go and testify. But let's take a look. Let's just see what's going to happen with that. Can y'all hear that dog crying? I don't know if it picks it up or not. He is crying. He's whining. He woke me up this morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. My daughter went and she spent the night at her ex-husband's house because he's out of town and the kids wanted to go over there. So she was there. So I was here with the animals. He started crying at 3 o'clock in the morning and I put him out and he went to the bathroom, went back to bed. He started crying again at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, it takes me a while to settle down and go back to sleep. When I wake up, I can't just fall back to sleep. It takes me, you know, at least 30 minutes or so to fall back to sleep. And I'm lucky a lot of times I can't fall asleep at all. So I did go back to sleep, but it interrupted my sleep. And I didn't get up to almost 9 o'clock, and that's crazy because I always wake up 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm surprised Kitty wasn't right in my face. I don't know why she wasn't waking me up, but she didn't wake me up. She let me sleep till 9 o'clock. That was nice. I appreciate that. I needed the sleep. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Is Trump going to testify? Let's see if we can find out. Spirit, is Trump going to testify? Let's pull a few cards. And see, it takes a while, so that's why I just kind of turn off the camera, pause it off and on, because it's, I don't know. When I would hear people doing this, when I would watch people, it would irritate me. I'd be like, stop shuffling those cards. Well, things are going to change for him. There's a change coming for him. I can see that easily. I don't think he's going to have much choice, y'all. So the first card I pulled is the World card. And the World card is, this is change. Like, I think all the stuff that he used to get away with, I think that means it's in the past. It's over with. Things are changing now. And you have to go by the rule of law just like everybody else. I think that's what the World means. So this is a new start, a new fresh start for him. Guess what? You got to abide by the law. Yeah. And then this card is the High Priestess card. This is about, you know, intuition. So I think he's going to know that really easily off the bat, that there's no way for him to duck out of this. I really think he's going to testify, y'all. I'm looking at the rest of the cards. You know, he knows he can't get out of it. Not that he won't try, but I'm pretty sure he knows if he's subpoenaed, he has no choice. Ace of Swords. Okay? Now, he may try every way in hell to get out of it, you know, but I think he's going to just end up knowing and being clear that that's all he's able to do. So we may be seeing him testify, y'all. Really, really, really. He will be clear that that's his only choice, that is his only option. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Wow. And the last card, it's really weird. So, wow. This is Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords, but it was in the reverse position. So that is really weird. He is in trouble, you guys. He really is. There is nowhere to run. You know, if it was that, we'd be saying he'd get away. He'd be leaving. He'd get away. Nope. There's no way for him to get out of it. There's nowhere for him to run or go to. You know, he will try and delay like he always does. But, you know, basically he will have to testify, I think. I think that's what this means. He will be having to testify. So wouldn't that be wonderful, you guys, if we could see that? I don't know if they would, you know, it probably won't be televised, but that'd be great. Maybe a few of the, you know, like they do on the January 6th hearings. Maybe they'll show little snippets here and there. But I think he's going to have to go testify. He definitely will. So, you know, he'll delay, and then maybe he'll work out some things with them where, I mean, he has to come in no matter what. He has to. He's not above the law, and things are changing. So he's always thought he was above the law. He's no longer above the law. So I'm looking forward to that, you guys. Okay, so there we go. I've gotten it all together, and I think I'm done this all within 30 minutes, so it's perfect. I'm glad. I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful weekend. Anything planned? It's going to be a really hot weekend here. Hopefully it's the last hot weekend that we're going to have for a while, but it is supposed to get up to about 95 degrees here. And this weekend is the annual community garage sale in my son-in-law, my ex-son-in-law, his neighborhood, and I always go over there and get rid of some junk because it's a good little neighborhood. Lots of people come out, and it's the whole community, you know. So it's time for me to get rid of some junk and go buy some fresh junk. I love to go to garage sales, don't you guys? So I'm looking forward to doing that this weekend. But I know it's going to be so hot. It's going to be really, really hot. That's the downside, but hey. Well, we'll go early. We'll plan early. I think it starts like probably at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So just go early, right? Go early and get it over with. That's my plan, and I'm sticking with it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. If you'd like to get a reading or chakra balancing, energy cleanse, any of those things, just look down below and send me an email, okay? Love you guys. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now. Y'all take care.